So I'm starting another video because I had to wait until the last one saved, but I wanted to catch a couple of things where I left off, and then I had another option too. I was eating, and then my dog was eating, and remarked that my dog is eating, and it's pretty, pretty in the sense that uh, that my dog is here, and you, Bama, fill in the blank with hyphens and quotation marks, don't give an honest shit to be here. So, again, your pestilence you think can rule, and your own tiny penis of your head. All right? Well, just go entertain yourself on your own. Back to my other thought. So I finished up after I was saving the last video. Then I was still communicating, but it wasn't on a video. And I was suggesting, again with being marked on by marked doffed, a pestilence of sort because it's anonymous. I'm suggesting that there's a whole fucking world out for you where you left doffed, that would support your value, in quotation marks, because that's what you have given. You've given an illusion of value. It's all over the place. So I'm certain you could go find it where you fucking left off, where you left it, okay? So, but you need, and that's in quotation marks, you need my value to support your theoretical W-O-O-D, your would, that you would woo the date. You need my value to support your would, the pestilence, the anonymous low-cost customer needs my value to support your theoretical would. My time for completion is no longer something foundless and baseless. If you fucking have eyeballs to comment on me, you fucking have eyeballs to see for yourself the length of fit. And it's illustrating you don't give an honest fuck, nor do you care to, okay? There's a design to what I'm doing for a reason you're not actually bringing and never thought to. So there's a design to what I'm doing and a reason for it, as desire even in life, which you didn't think to either. And you didn't think to factor that with your third person. You cast the deuce in the machine to always have your ignorance win on your steam for no reason. He-a-ven-d. Because your God is doffed as you are, to toft for no reason through even to. Endow the Tao, okay? So there's a whole fucking world out there where you left off that will support your hyphenated value. But you need my value to support your theoretical would, so you could keep passing doffed in the deuce of the machine of I don't know because I don't want to, and you're not held accountable because you can pass a doffed on God through you, okay? You need me to support your value of would. You would woo the date for completion, but I know you would not. I know you wouldn't. Even. Would have, should, have, haven, he-a-ven-d, have vet, have half of a vet. The ton, tune, under, res, and ret, stood, outer diameter. Det again, det to, thanks, ag, tag your ag, gather, and tag would rather gather, ereadwood. See if I can make this more explicit. That's my first shot at it. You could probably, for that ton tune, put your H in there, put your D for your hun, and your dun, dune. Hun, definitely, but you need to understand my meta. Hun, I'm not talking Attila the Hun. I'm talking my time. My first dog, the Pharaoh Hound, was Honey H. Hound. And I did spell it originally Hun. So, hun, again, I'm working my own meta. So, I like the way that looks, but what I'm saying clearly, people that have put themselves on the line to stand for completion because they believed in it, and then you thiefans took it to frame and doft of, I don't know because I don't want to, and I'm not accountable because I pass a doft to the deuce in the machine, so God was as doft as you are. By God. So I'm saying we know that had you spoken these words of what you would have done, we know that you do not, that you would not, because if you say you loved, you're half of ven and he-a-ven-d and your vet, the THD, the time, the hydrogen, the date. Ton, hun, done. Tune, dune. Under, under the date should have been before standing. Again, OD, outer diameter, det, to gather, and that probably should be det to a tear. Det a tear. Regather. Try it again. Det to tear. Regather. Sometimes if I put my fingers in there, anyway, there's a tear in there. And your regather, that EG, that's your example. Your gat is a gun, but I don't have any hyphens here. Regathering, R-E-A-D, dow with ewe-d. And it didn't regather, okay? The tearaway didn't regather, dow with wood, and nor could it. So there are some of us who have come up to the nits end of your fiction, doft. To stand off, to get toft, to stand oft. Because you all fit each other and also you'll go odd. Okay, we know that. We know that because we believed in our ideal and we thought it through before we ever presented it and found no one to one-on-one even. So this is what I know. I know that this is more the essence of what caused me to jacked off. You're clapping for me. I didn't know you was jacked off at the time. All I knew is that when you clap for me, I slowed down as a runner, as an athlete, and I had to figure it out, okay? There's someone on the other end who doesn't have a throat, okay? Or an ag wrote. And I think it has something to do with you staying jacked off 2 by 2, fictional to your abuse. As long as you don't know better, you don't have to. I'm saying that's not go odd enough. So I'm going to stop this little video for now. Here, we'll do a little relating. I'm smirking because I've been relating to jacked off for quite a while. But I've not been relating with you on this regard because you fall back on your same erotic notion that you charged the hair to regard there and here. I don't want to have this discussion with you again. You can't cross time unless you give. So you don't get to stay together with your initiation of eros. But I do know why you went fucking silent, okay? So for those of you that don't know, I initiated talking to House Industries because I had some ideas for the marketplace. And I thought I might like to run them past House Industries. I never got a reply back, which I thought was curious. So I investigated with what I had to work with, which has turned into something I've learned to trust the patterns of revealing a facade, where I'm presenting my value at face value. I look at dynamics and patterns, my own meta. So I've not met this person, and yes, but I know that initially he was not very happy, and neither was his wife. I'm just going to leave it there. I don't want to go back into your history. We've already done this shit, you know? So Rich Road has a wife, Sharon. She can't share anything, ironically. And Rich's sister is Sue. That's at his home, and at his house, his partner is Andy. For starters. My dad is Kurt. His second wife is Lou. I think of Kurt as court that got cut short. Lewd is what you do with your wood, your woo, okay? And what else? Meta, yeah. Anyway, sorry, this works for me in understanding the dynamics of spiritual flow that found nowhere to go. So I used to be quite a hardy personality of a different expression, okay? My defense is my image is not for the value of he-a-ven-d. And it's not something I have to actively defend. It's the design of my framework and fretwork. You can't get in except by desire and reason in life, even. Ewe-d, he-a-ven-d, head and hand and high definition. You know, honestly, working working this out since like it would seem forever. Is there any irony in that? That this seems like I've worked this out forever. Um, to ask if I have a question is better left as a mute point because you have no reference in it. KNIT. You would not dow with IT, so you can gain no friendship except by artifice. That you would have value. Well, I say you would have e-value. Even two because you're not two. Your friendship is a contrivance of meeting the tin and the hinge hyphenated that you screwed the u to dudes. Per spur and pursuit that wets to you. Toywood, Carcel. As an example, pled doft as hell. I mean, he will. As long as he's not made accountable to.